Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV and welcome to Premier League Predictions Game 19. And as usual, we've got our three contributors to this series of videos, and that is Ryan, who looks after the Discord channel, Martin, presenter on Man City Fan TV, and Kiam, who also looks after all the FIFA content here on the channel. So first off, what we're going to do is look at the games. Well, the games start off on Boxing Day at 12:30 with Tottenham Hotspur versus Brighton. And then on to a run of 3 o'clock kickoffs. That is Bournemouth at home to Arsenal, Aston Villa at home to Norwich, Chelsea at home to Southampton, Crystal Palace at home to West Ham, Everton at home to Burnley, and Sheffield United at home to Watford. And then the later kickoffs are 17:30 Manchester United at home to Newcastle United, followed by an 8 o'clock kickoff on Boxing Day of all, ridiculous. It's Leicester City versus Liverpool, and then to round it up on the 27th, the next day is Wolverhampton Wanderers are at home to Manchester City. So as usual, I'm going to hand over to one of the presenters on here, and they can talk through their Premier League predictions for Game 19. So the first up, let's have Ryan Corrie.
Hey guys, this is Ryan with my predictions for Game Week 19. So I've gone with Spurs 2, Brighton 0, Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1, Norwich 2, Chelsea 3, Southampton 1, Palace 0, West Ham 1, Everton 1, Burnley 0, Sheffield United 2, Watford 0, Man United 1, Newcastle United 2, Leicester 1, Liverpool 2, and Wolves 0, Man City 0. So I'll start with City. Hopefully this will be a bit of a late birthday present, obviously the day after my birthday. I hope you've all got me something. I feel like the Leicester game we improved a lot on how we've been this season, and I hope we can continue that and get a good win. So I'll go back to the top. So Spurs beating Brighton. Spurs obviously lost to Chelsea in the derby, but I think they'll have enough to overcome Brighton, who didn't do much against Sheffield United at the weekend. Bournemouth Arsenal. Bournemouth off that 1-0 last minute loss to Burnley. Arsenal just got Arteta in. It'll be his first actual game as manager. So new manager boost, 2-1. Villa Norwich. Villa aren't doing much. You have Grealish getting a goal every week. Big John McGinn's now injured, which is going to be a big blow for them. Norwich have come back into a little bit of form. Pookie's back scoring. Cantwell got a goal at the weekend, so I'll go 2-1. Chelsea 3, Southampton 1. Danny Ings captained him last weekend, got 2 goals. Switched him at like 2 a.m. in the morning from Aubameyang, who then blanked, so did very well with him. Hopefully he'll get another goal this weekend. But Chelsea will have too much for Southampton. Palace, they're just not really doing much if Zaha doesn't score and they don't get a penalty for Milivojevic. They don't do much. Plus the new West Ham keeper Martin's been doing pretty well when he's played. So I'll go 1-0 West Ham. Everton, pretty much the same as Arsenal. New manager boost, but Carlo Ancelotti should come up, ready them up at the back. So I'll go 1-0. Sheffield United, routine, 2-0. Watford got their upset, well, I say upset, their win against Man United. Yeah, now back to losing every week for me. United losing to Newcastle. I think that game could go either way. It depends on how many penalties they're given at the end of the day. But hopefully Newcastle get the win there. Liverpool, don't see them slipping up even against Leicester. I think Leicester will give them a good fight. Jamie Vardy will probably score again, but I can't see them dropping points. So that's my predictions of Game Week 19. Make sure you get yours in the Discord, and back to Andy.
Okay, thanks for that, Ryan. I really appreciate all the work you do on the Discord channel, mate, and hope you've had having a great Christmas. But on to the next Premier League predictions, and that is going to be Martin.
Cheers, and Martin here, Man City Man TV. Oh, we're all good. Here we go again. The busy Christmas period. Let's get into it. These are my score predictions for week 19 of the Premier League. So it's Tottenham Hotspur 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 2. Sorry, not Aston Villa. AFC Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2. I'm sure I'm starting to need glasses. Must be my young, tender age. Next, we're going to do Aston Villa 1, Norwich City 1. Then Chelsea 2, Southampton 1. Crystal Palace 2, West Ham United 1. Everton 3, Burnley 1. Sheffield United 1, Watford 1. Manchester United 2. There. Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 2, Liverpool 2, yes, Leicester 2, Liverpool 2, Wolves 1, Manchester City 3. So, few shocks in there at the moment from what you're probably thinking. Martin's lost his head, what's he doing? Well, let's start off with, I've gone for Chelsea 2, Southampton 1. For the simple reason, Southampton got an amazing result away at Villa, but Villa, I didn't actually realise this till I looked properly. Villa are in a little bit of a relegation fight now. They're near the bottom three, if not in the bottom three now. And Southampton to score 3 goals, wow, yeah. But I just think Chelsea, they're at the bridge. They got a great result at the new White Hart Lane the other day. What an amazing game that was for Chelsea. Really good. It's just marred by off-field stupidity, shall we say. But yeah, I just think Chelsea, January transfer window's coming up. They're going to want to impress the players that are there. So Lampard doesn't spend the money that he's now going to get. But I just think Chelsea, a little bit too strong. 2-1 for Chelsea. I've then gone for Everton 3. Burnley 1. Everton, simple fact why I think they're, not only to win but to score 3 and win convincingly. It's Carlo Ancelotti factor. He's going to have them absolutely buzzing. He said all the right things. So I just think, and Burnley, I just think Burnley are not a very good team personally. And I think at Goodison Park, Carlo Ancelotti's first game in charge. Easy win, 3-1 win. I hope that makes Carl very, very happy. Then, on to ourselves. Friday night, I will be there live from Molineux. Wolves 1, City 3. I just think we have we're going to hit our form now. I think the form button has been hit, and I just think we're on our way. So yeah, I think we're going to be too strong for Wolves, even though they're at home, and this is not going to be an easy game. Believe me, this is going to be hard. But I think we've found a little bit of a gem of a formation in Bernardo, a little bit deeper in midfield. KDB in that David Silva role, as much as David Silva is an absolute legend and always will be. But I think KDB is the man for that number 10, and I think he's going to shine. Hopefully, it's cramp, he's fit. It was cramped the other day against Leicester. He's fit, he's raring to go. I think he'll continue his form. So, yeah, they're just some of the results over the post-Boxing Day period. I hope you've all had a great Christmas. I hope you all have a great New Year. This is Martin at Man City Man TV. I'm going to send you back to Andy. And as always, up the Blues.
Thanks, Martin. Let's see whether you can climb that table and get close to let's say Kiam with your score predictions this week. So on to our third presenter, and that is Kiam.
Hi Andy, thanks for having me on again, mate. These are my predictions for week 19. So I've gone for Tottenham 3, Brighton 1. Even though Son will be missing, I think Tottenham will have too much for Brighton and we'll get the victory. I've gone for Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 1. I think new manager, Arsenal will be solid. I probably would have gone for a Bournemouth victory if it wasn't for the fact there's a new manager in place. I think Arsenal will probably have enough just to hold out there and get the point. I've gone for Aston Villa 2, Norwich 1. I've gone for Chelsea 3, Southampton 0. I think Chelsea are doing pretty well now. They got a good win against Spurs. I think they'll comfortably beat Southampton at home. I've gone for Crystal Palace 2, West Ham United 1. Gone for Everton 2, Burnley 2. I think that's going to be a tight one at Goodison. I think the crowd are going to be pretty nervous, and Burnley are the kind of team that will come up with a bit of a shock sort of result. I don't think they'll beat Everton, but I think they will take a point off them. I've gone for Sheffield United 1, Watford 1. I think Watford will pick up a point. I don't think they're good enough to get a win, but I think Nigel Pearson will take them there, and they're going to be a lot more solid, as you saw against United. I've gone for Manchester United 2, Newcastle 0. I think United will get a comfortable victory at home. Newcastle will struggle at Old Trafford. We'll probably see the usual customary Christmas penalty for United, and they'll pick up a comfortable 2-0 win. I've gone for Leicester 1, Liverpool 2. So even though Liverpool are coming back from a long trip, they've obviously been in the World Club Cup final. I think Leicester's bubble may have burst a little bit. I think City would have actually done Liverpool a bit of a favour by beating Leicester. I think Leicester may just take their eye off the ball, and Liverpool will come with their usual sort of VAR and the full shebang and get their decisions and get over the line. And then Wolverhampton versus City. I've gone for a 1-1 draw. I think City have been playing really well last couple of games, couple of great performances from the Blues, but I think Wolves is going to be a tough game away in between sort of Christmas and New Year. Players might have a little bit of a Christmas hangover, so I think it's going to be a steady sort of 1-1 performance. I don't think we're going to have enough to beat Wolves on their own patch, and we will concede a goal, I think, because our defence isn't the best. So there we go. So those are my predictions, Andy, for week 19. Best of luck for everyone taking part.
Thanks, Kiam. Really appreciate that. Right, on to my predictions for game 19. Starting off with Spurs versus Brighton. I'm going to go Spurs to bounce back in this one after a defeat to Chelsea, and I'm going to go Tottenham Hotspur 2, Brighton 1. On to Bournemouth versus Arsenal. I've gone for a 1-1 in this one. I think Bournemouth might get a point out of it. On to Villa versus Norwich City. Again, I've gone for a 1-1 in this one. Chelsea versus Southampton. Again, I've gone for a 1-1 in this one. I think Southampton might get a point at Stamford Bridge. Palace versus West Ham. Another 1-1 in that. I think it'll be a pretty dire game. But I can just see the points being shared. Likewise, Everton versus Burnley. Everton have done really well lately. Be interested to see how they do under Carlo Ancelotti. But again, I'm going to go for Burnley to sneak a point at Goodison Park and a 1-1 draw there. And again, another draw from me. I'm the draw specialist, and that is Sheffield United versus Watford. Watford obviously getting a great result against United. And I think that'll buoy them to go to Sheffield United and get another point. So there you go. Sheffield United 1, Watford 1. On to United versus Newcastle. I do awful against Watford, and I'm gonna go for Newcastle to spring a shock, go to Old Trafford and take all 3 points back up north to Newcastle. So in Man United 1, Newcastle 2. Leicester versus Liverpool. Leicester have got to play a lot better than they did against us last week, and I think they will do. Being at home, I think Brendan Rodgers will get into them, really have a go at them after that performance, and I'm going for a point to be shared between both clubs, Liverpool being away at the World Club Biscuit Carabao Cup, whatever it is called, and I'm going to go Leicester City 1, Liverpool 1. And on to the final game in game week 19, and that is Wolves versus Manchester City. A wonderful, wonderful performance the other day. I'm going to go for Wolves to score, but I'm going to go for City to score 4. So I'm going to go Wolves 1, Manchester City 4. So let's take a look at the prediction table. Kiam, wow, that is close. Kiam is on 101 points leading with Ryan Corrie on 99 right behind him. Bernard Deneen in third on 92. Baron's House on 88. Martin on 79. Bit of a gap there to fourth, Martin. You need to pull your finger out. Ethan Aspinall in 6th on 78. I'm in 7th on 70. Callum's behind me on 69. Sargent in 9th on 66. Dank City 67. Section in 11th on 65. Mingy Wong on 56. Ace King on 51. Alex in 14th on 16. Rodrigo on 9. Darren on 9. Ashkith on 6. 18th is Daniel De Bruyne on 6. Aguero's cute on 5. True Blue 4. Points to them. Congrats to Kiam on becoming the first 100 club, says Ryan Corrie. So there's the table. It's all to play for. It's getting close at the top. Give us your predictions below this particular video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, go over and join the Discord channel. This is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Take care. Come on, City. Let's get all 3 points at Wolves.